Common human trait, I've fallen victim to this myself, is where we get really good at one thing, say running our business, and we decide that's going to make an expert in everything. So we see this with business people where all of a sudden they think, oh, business is going really good, we're really clever, let's make some money from, and then pick one of the following: crypto, property development, going into let's create a brewery and a microbrewery or whatever in some sort of popular business. And I've seen a lot of tragic stories where people that had a really good business went bankrupt by branching into areas that weren't their speciality. And it's called hubris, as opposed to just bunkering down on the business, using the cash flow generated from the business to create passive wealth through properties, shares, superannuation. Boring but strategies that work, instead of trying to use their business skill to create other wealth. A couple of examples. I know of a very successful restaurant where the owners are making really good money, but they end up going broke, not from the restaurant failing, but from a property development they did that went bad. I know someone else who started a business in the surfing industry because it was pretty cool and funky. And GFC hit, they lost a couple of $1 million, and they were very successful in another area, but they thought that success would simply transfer across. So it might be boring, but one of the advice I give to business owners is really the simplest way you can build your wealth as a business owner is by boringly building the value of your business, making sure it's going to be tax-free, and avoiding the big mistakes. Wealth is always two things: making good decisions, not super clever, just good, smart decisions, and avoiding the big mistakes. If you get those two right, it can be pretty predictable and pretty boring. And your business, as the heart of your wealth, if you just apply a little bit of ingenuity, a little bit of business improvement to it, will be your biggest asset return. And if you channel the income from that into other assets across property, shares, and held in good structures, superannuation, family trusts, etc., you can have a really, really good retirement. 200,000 to 400,000 quite simply if you've got a decade of getting all those things right.